And
Hello everyone, this is AlleyWayTC.
I'm Shuichix. Welcome back to co-oping of Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last episode we got through the investigation of day 1 into the murder of
Mia Fey.
Fey. I was saying it right.
Chapter Turnabout Sisters.
Now we're heading into the actual first day of trials. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 1.
Where we get to meet one of the most greatest characters in gaming history. The judge!
The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Mia Fey.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth.
Phoenix Wright.
I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant.
Got you!
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Mia Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then.
You may call. You may call your first witness. The prosecution calls the. I think that was a typo. It said Edgeworth, but that should have been the judge.
That should have been a judge, yeah.
The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. You're going to lose a lot of money in this. For those that don't know, I keep finding the hell out of this guy. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down in the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to
Please
explain.
stop calling me sir!
The body was found by the window, here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being...
That was me.
Oh, sorry. Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir.
Stop calling me sir!
It was a
Yes, ma'am.
It was a heavy weapon to be deadly enough, even in a girl's hands, sir.
Ma'am.
The court accepts the statue as evidence.
Don't you think it's...
They're still calling
Don't you
it a
recognize
statue?
that?
Floor plans added to the court record.
Now, detective.
Yes, sir.
You immediately arrested Miss Mia Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people...
I got nothing to do here!
There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Mia Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Mia Fey.
Because I like Phoenix Wright.
Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Mia Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony.
Whoosh! Smack!
Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. And just for repetition's sake, I did do it in the introduction because I thought it'd be a bit too much, but with all the regular cases from here on out, we're going to be pressing every single statement. That way it shows the content.
Unless we know.
Well, unless we know, yes. But, hey, more content.
Oh, there.
Who did you say you got a call from?
Objection, Your Honor!
Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right. Please continue. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right. I'd say it was about 3 minutes. But that's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. I don't want to know your motto from last month.
Good police work.
That's how we got there before the killer got away. Good police work?
That was last month. They did good police work. Indeed.
Ashford agrees.
So, tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were.
Yes, sir.
He calls me sir, right?
Okay.
See, you skipped.
I did skip because I have a feeling I know what the actual... I think that's it. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Eh? I heard you say it. You did say it.
You said it.
Exactly. What about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal. Well, I guess she is Pink. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe, do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes.
Or not.
Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again.
And now we have a new bit of testimony.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name.
Mumble, 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 grumble.
How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why did you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. So I'll show Detective Gumshoe, did you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies.
What?
This isn't a movie, Detective. Oof! Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you've got a point, pal.
Stop right there. The witness's opinions on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer.
Points for professionality. I like that.
Mumble, mumble, mumble.
Order! Order! That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it.
You haven't found the contradiction yet?
I'm slow on the uptake, remember?
Of course, I beat this game, 8 times?
Yeah. And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen. I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this.
You found.
Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it.
Besides, I gave it to you.
Oh, then who did write it, smarty pants? Well, who,
The killer.
Miss May did it. Well, could have been the witness, Miss May.
No, it couldn't.
Oops.
Hold on. The witness was in her hotel room, not the office. Try pulling the other leg, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, and while you're at it, pull mine too, pal.
What? Well, detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. La la la. Oh, he's making a move. He's making a move. He's moving away.
Yes, I am moving away.
So everyone, we can now sit back and enjoy this lovely music while he tries to find the answer.
Yeah, this is probably going to take a bit.
Let him enjoy looking carefully at all the pieces in the court evidence to try and find a conflict, a contradiction, a lie in the testimony. We are sitting here now, we are watching Shuichix here, and seeing if he can find the answer. He's making Gumshoe repeat the same thing over and over again, carefully trying to decide, will he be able to figure out the proper part, or will he have to ask me for help?
What kind of tests were these again? Huh? What kind?
Or will he go and press?
I hear they take the little bits in the blood into the hemoglobins, hermogoblin bobbin. I refuse to testify on this matter, sir. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir.
Detective Gumshoe. Uh-oh.
Yeah?
I think you can expect a pleasant bonus in your next paycheck. The first of many.
That was a mess. Right, where was I?
I think at one point it gets revealed that Gumshoe has to live on top ramen and can only afford the electric bill for 1 week a month because his pay rate's cut down so much by Edgeworth.
Yeah.
Also, he has to cook said top ramen on a candle.
It gets that bad for him?
Yes.
Dang.
Going back, he is backtracking. What will he be looking for on this finger's blood?
Oops. The right hand. She was right-handed. Nice try. Uh-oh. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there.
La da da ba da da da.
Wait, I think I figured it out. Yep, there it is.
Took you long enough.
Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Maya Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from the department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... no but-ing your way out of this one, detective.
Mumbo, 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 mumbo.
Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down.
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report?
Oh, and here comes the Edgeworth tricks. When?
Well, no, this is actually not a trick.
And it would have been the day after the murder, I think. Yeah. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being...
That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor.
What?
A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility that the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning.
No way!
Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all.
I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve.
Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say?
What do I say here?
I think the detective's a sham. He's the one that gave you a faulty report.
I happen to agree with that one. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How can you give me a faulty report? Huh? I thought...
Detective Gumshoe?
Er...
I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that.
I'm sorry, sir.
You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month.
What? But...
Your Honor, I submit this report to the court.
Understood. The court accepts the evidence.
Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests that the victim was identifying the killer.
I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good.
The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Hey, finally I get more than just Edgeworth.
Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? You forgot to mumble, by the way.
No! Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink.
She sends shivers down my spine.
Wait until you get to Violet.
Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd.
Mumbo, mumbo.
The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Oh, yes, Your Honor. Wink.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in the court.
Arrgh. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across the Fay and Company law offices? That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
It was 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her with the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught her up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end, that's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy wink. Well, Your Honor?
I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Well, wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
Hey! How dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination, if only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. There we go.
Like,
9 o'clock, huh? Need to check something real quick. Doesn't tell you that. Okay, so I was not going the right way.
The answer can't always be the autopsy that says it was murdered at a different time.
She dodged? Dodged what?
Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony. Well, that was fun.
How did you know it was my client?
Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had the girl's physique, and secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her?
He has a point. Hold on a minute. Testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant?
Huh?
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning of this? Somebody told me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
Wow. What are you trying to say? You mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wait.
Did her breasts bounce during that?
Yes.
Oh my God.
They gave her bouncy breasts.
Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. This is a kid's game after all.
Damn it.
But I somehow managed to find the one little flaw there. Lucky for me.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, that kind of statue-y clock, the Thinker, I think? Well, does that accuracy of my report not startle you?
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
I object, Your Honor, on account of the fact that my client is about to prove my,
I object on account of villainy!
Actually, in one of the later games, Miles literally says, I object on account of objecting.
Really?
And it's against a Wendy old bag.
Oh, God. Woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Is that right as in your right, as you looked from the hotel?
Which hand do I hold my knife in again?
Wait, what?
Right. It was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Oh, that was thrilling.
How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes.
That's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun.
What happened then? Clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. And yeah.
Larry Butts.
There it is.
Again.
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Oh. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer.
You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder.
Mumbo.
Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns.
Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. That was close. If he stopped me there, trial would be over.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it. Say it the time.
So, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.?
No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fay & Company, where the murder took place, are very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock.
Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. The clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just have a look as soon as you can. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, the witness is a big, fat liar.
Who are you calling fat?
Well, Miss May.
Tisk. Quite the show you put on for us, Mr. Wright.
He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew.
I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask when the clockwork was removed, and will Sly Cooper get the parts back? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction.
He's been playing Sly Cooper, the trilogy, recently. Oh. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
Oh, impossible, of course.
I have proof.
What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... It was a cell phone, wasn't it?
Touch the check to listen in on the conversation.
I'm kind of certain, I think. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone.
Yes, we love it. Oh, you have a girly phone.
Wait. This isn't my phone.
Sure.
Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
Mumble.
Order!
The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention.
And this is what I like to see the most during this game when I first played it, is Edgeworth squirm. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. That poor detective!
The good detective better remember he's up for an evaluation soon.
My heart goes out to you, Edgeworth. Not. Let's hear the conversation.
So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry.
September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this recording makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone. And this was recorded in the morning, before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
No.
Yes!
Damn it.
The witness claimed she
I'm
had
losing
seen
here.
it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court.
Come on, Edgeworth, save us.
Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. I think it'd be the statue itself. It's simple. This clock was never in a store, ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible. Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuses not on sale today?
Super Saiyan! Doing. And now she's not so pretty. What's it to you, porcupine head?
And I love the sound of that music.
That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! You know, I feel obligated to mention that when I was first playing this game, and I was looking at Miss April May, I thought she was in pajamas.
I kind of thought the same thing. Those long sleeves that are dripping down.
Until those back views of her at the witness stand, I didn't realize she was actually in a pink and white suit. You could see her wearing a business short or skirt.
Wow, I did not notice
Well,
that.
look at it the next time you see her from behind.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh yeah, I do see it now, yeah.
Well, silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Wink.
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how do you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand.
He'll be neutered.
Be neutered? Dang! However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock.
Pop his eyes out.
And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
And then his head will be replaced on the thinker statue.
And there's our ace in the hole, the wiretap. Have a look at this.
Oh, the dirt!
I found this in Miss May's room.
There, see?
Yeah,
Look
I
at
see
the
it.
outfit
Yes,
from behind.
I see it. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not?
Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled.
Damn it!
It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous! Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone?
Absolutely.
Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not.
Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple.
What?
Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... Is it really as simple as just... Let me check the phone real quick. Yep.
Actually, there.
There you go. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What's it? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time.
Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May!
Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that, you lawyer? No mumble. It's not fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it?
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal with the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Stop yelling at me. I have to. Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant?
She's saying exactly what Edriff wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defendant's tone of speech, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Nose. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Wait, I say, wait! Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was? Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Boing, boing. I think I'm making this up. Ask the bellboy. Wait. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder.
So, where does that leave us?
It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder.
No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, I skipped text. I'm an idiot.
So what do you do to answer this question?
There's nothing I think we can get out of Miss May anymore. Not from what I can tell. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious there, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you're sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy.
Well, why? What's your reason?
Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness.
Condition?
If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. Therefore you must accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition.
What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do?
Give up!
Alright, I've got nothing to lose. Except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition.
Fool. You fall right into my trap.
Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I am happy to be of service.
So you have to carry that tray everywhere?
Yes, I do.
That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony.
Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations, down the street at... I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May, herself.
I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished.
Bye-bye, Maya.
No!
She would not escape justice.
Head bellboy, fine. Tell Mr. Informations.
You skipped it. Now I can't go into advertising.
If you want to advertise Livewire, you can do so to your heart's content.
Livewire? We have Livewire? Where did I put that? Kramer, do you have my... Kramer, where are you? Kramer, do you have my Livewire? Hiding it back here?
While he's looking for Livewire, you had a bag with one half a bottle in it somewhere.
I drank it.
Oh.
Livewire?
Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone?
Absolutely, sir.
How can you be so certain?
I checked Miss May in personally, sir.
Ew.
Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... the point being, I remembered her quite well, sir.
Yes. What then? Two of them. Right. 9 o'clock on the dot, you say?
Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir.
9 o'clock, the time of the murder. Precisely 9 o'clock, then?
Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m.
How can you be so sure?
Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Why are you hanging your head like that, man? Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9 o'clock, sir.
Why would she be so particular about that time?
Food. Not a live wire, but it's food.
This bellboy wouldn't have any reason to lie. But I have to find something to use in his testimony. One more time. I'll press him until he spills the beans, or his tea. You are sure it was Miss April May herself?
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely?
Yes, sir, as in, so very absolutely, sir. It is an endearing mannerism of mine.
How come you're so very certain?
He looks like Majin Buu. Well, when I brought the room service, the guest, favored me with an embracer.
Embracer? Is that French for embrace?
It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek.
Well, why would she have done that?
I believe, perhaps, she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was the moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Do you have a problem, sir?
Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something that wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it?
Tisk, tisk. Finally, you understand.
Eating Rice Krispies.
This bellboy had absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. Can't let this happen, can I?
Yes.
Wait. Please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Oh!
And none of them really seem that important, do they?
No, they don't. Check-in. Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May.
Oh, alright. Very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really.
I see. Excuse me? What exactly was a disappointment?
Well, I'm not without charm, sir, but even I'd have little chance with her lover there.
And I remembered that there was a setting for 2 in her room. That's why I went with that question. What did he say? What did you say?
Rather quite.
Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person?
I object. That was objectionable.
Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Well, yes, you see.
Why did you not mention this in your testimony?
Well, sir, you didn't ask.
Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention.
Yes, quite indeed. It was their good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. You fool!
Ooh, I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room?
That's right, sir.
Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In this new light, I hold that it is impossible to judge the defendant. You agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
Who is this other person?
Simple. It was... the man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder.
My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late.
Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court.
Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous.
Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned.
And so we have only 2 days left to
But we survived the first day. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1.
Hang on.
He's eating. And didn't offer me any.
Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there.
Really?
I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know.
Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. That's me.
Huh?
That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers down my spine.
If you say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well, no. I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
That man with Miss May. He's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May? Oh, what happened to Miss May after that anyway?
Puffy cheeks. I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms will work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man.
Do you think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
Sis?
Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise.
I'm counting on you.
And with that, I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that got left from the record.
Yay!
I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to get her free. To be continued. And with that, trial of day 1 done.
Okay.
Oh, that was a doozy. I
We're
can't believe how lucky I got with some of those.
We're in for a very, very, very long haul here.
I think we realized that the moment we decided to do the first episode.
Yep.
But it has been fun so far. And hopefully entertaining for you guys out there. Anyways, guys, next time on Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we take to the pavement and begin our investigation in day 2.
Don't look at me. I got nothing to add to this.
Really?
I'm eating. Yummy.
I'm Shuichix.
AlleyWayTC.
We'll see you guys next time.
Good night.
Good
Goodbye.
night.
Goodbye. Good night.